Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you with another episode, Coffee with Coach. A little later than normal, but we got to get it in before I head up to JiuJitsu class, teach some classes, get some work in, get another sip in for my guys that love that first sip. There's two for you. All right, so scars. What am I talking about? Scars from victory and defeat. So going through my normal routine, the Sisyphus thing, man, I really love that story, the one that I shared yesterday. If you didn't catch it, go back to yesterday's episode. Really good stuff. Same repetitive thing, day in and day out, trying to get better, trying to improve, and it's like the same routine over and over and over again. So that's how my Fridays go. Friday is my cleaning day. I clean all the time, but I really kind of start sweeping, mopping, and doing all that stuff. So I got all that stuff done, yards cut, watering the grass now, all that good stuff, so I can relax when I come home later this afternoon. But anyways, listening about scars, like failures, disappointments, there's all kind of examples of scarring from defeats and victories. So there's your physical scars, right? Like I got one right here on my cheek, had like 7 stitches. I got kind of like in jiu-jitsu class, dude got a little carried away with his scissor leg takedown attempt and actually kicked me in my face and I had to go get stitches. So I always look at that every day. You got the cauliflower ear scarred up, you know, years and years of jiu-jitsu and wrestling, you know, leaves a mark, you know, but it's all good. You know, I got a scar on my thumb from when I was a kid. See that? You know, dad told me, hey, don't touch this knife. I don't know why it was out, but it was out. His thing was like a cooking knife, they were cooking or something, but he was just giving me a heads up, like, hey, don't touch that, don't play around with that. What do you do as you a kid? You defy the things and you don't listen. Goes in one ear out the other. You're like, let me see this knife. Had to go to the emergency room, so been scarred since I was a little kid. So you learn from them, right? You learn from them. That's what I'm getting at. You learn from the things. Like, I know better now not to touch that knife like that because of what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know to be a little bit more weary, like of a scissor leg takedown, wash my face, you know, like my ear, I don't want it all chewed up, so I wear headgear when I train. So if you catch me on any of the live videos training, I always got headgear on. One time I got kind of like clipped under my chin and my teeth rubbed together. It was an accident, pure accident. Guy just turned and I turned and we just went the same way. And so I wear a mouthpiece when I train. That kind of thing, right? You're learning from your mistakes. Then you have your emotional scars, things you've been through, people that hurt you. Some things are self-inflicted, some things that you did, some things that you know you shouldn't be doing, or went and hung out with some friends that you shouldn't have hung out with, and you got caught up in some things and whatever else, you know. But you got people that turn their back on you, stab you in the back, use you for as long as they need you for, and then they don't need you anymore. You know, some people are just, you know, dirty. It's just their heart isn't good. It is what it is. That's life. Those are some human beings. Not all, but there's a good portion of them out there. They're going to get you at some point or another. And what do? You learn from it. Like, you try to be more self-aware. Your feelers are out. Your eyes, you're looking, you're feeling things out. Like, you see characteristics of individuals and you be like, I've seen that before. Watch that individual. I see what they post. I see what they write, blah, 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 whatever. Like, you're more self-aware because why? Because you've been scarred, you've been hurt, you've been damaged inside. So, you know, you can have, you know, I use jiu-jitsu as a lot of my references. You know, some people throw away their medals when they lose. It scarred them. They took second place. They lost in the finals. They took third place, you know, and they got the bronze medal, which I've seen multiple people do. I've had students that did that, where they throw their medal in the trash right away, get all salty and pouty face and, you know, poopy pants. Like David Goggins says, you got all poopy pants and threw your medal in the trash. I don't do that. My scars are up on my wall in my academy in frames. All my silver medals, all my bronze medals are next to the golds, you know, in the order of how I competed in that year. And as I walk down the hallway inside the academy, I see all the scarring there. Like, I'll stop by and look and I can be like, yeah, I remember that. I remember that day very good. Like, that sucked, man. Like, I made a big mistake, or wasn't my day, or the dude had my number, whatever the case may be. You know, my scars are up on the wall because why? I need to embrace them. I need to learn from them. I need to accept them and be like, yeah, I need to make sure I try not to let that happen again. You know, and all this is coming up because I was talking to an individual last night, and I can tell that they were inside battered and bruised. You know, they've been scarred quite a bit. Now, a lot of it has to do with, like I said, self-inflicted wounds. Like you should have knew better, and you didn't make the adjustments. You didn't leave that crowd of people alone. You didn't, I don't know, it was also financial. Like you keep spending money that you don't have, and you keep charging stuff, and all these things pile up, and it scars you all up to where you just kind of feel helpless, worthless, not worthy of being here, whatever the case may be. And as long as you're here and you get to wake up another day, you get to try again and learn from those scars and heal those things. Actually, I don't know if you guys have been, I'm not gonna bother with it, but my hands are all scarred up right now. So I got Neosporin. Okay, Neosporin every day, trying to heal these scars up, man. I'm trying to get my hands back together because both hands are really jacked this morning, or they've been jacked up for about a week now. But I'm trying to heal them. I'm trying to get them fixed so I can get back to doing what I like to do, which is training like I really want to train. Right now, when I go train, my hands, I look like a mummy. You know what I'm saying? So, I look like I got mittens on, like the Christmas Story. You know what I'm saying? Little Ralphie or whatever. So, anyways, we all have them. Everyone that's alive at some point or another is going to get scarred physically or emotionally. And then what do we do about that when that happens? Whether, again, like I said, whether we do something we know we shouldn't be doing and we make a mistake and it's our fault and we have to own it, or you do good for people, which I know I've done, and I know a lot of other people have done, like a lot of things for other people, go out of their way, bend over backwards, and really try to help people, and you get them up on their feet, and you help them out, and you see them really, like, do better, and then, boom, they just disappear on you and go ghost, or they talk about you, say things about you behind your back that they won't say to your face, after all the things you've done for them, and they wouldn't be where they're at today because of you, okay? Those things happen, but it's all good. You learn from them, and you don't treat the next person foul because you put up this huge wall because other people hurt you. And that's the problem with most people, is this wall goes up, and and there should be some kind of like I said, force field kind of thing out there to where you're being mindful of individuals, but you shouldn't just shut everyone out and treat everyone crappy because people are just people and they hurt you and they do things to you. Again, we all get scarred. Learn from them, make those adjustments, try to get better from them is the whole point of the video. Try to improve and get better. Don't get salty, don't get hateful, because I see a lot of that, where individuals just get so much hate in their heart because they're good people, and they start off good and they start turning sour because people just are people. You have to make sure that you keep that line in the sand, so to speak, to where it's like you're watching out for individuals, but then you're also making sure you're not treating other people that could be good for you, pushing them away, and just doing things to where you're not really helping yourself. So again, just these things come up in my mind from just talking to individuals, and I can just see things, and we talk and we hear things, and I just share them with you guys. And I think it's very important. And I listen to my videos, and it's all the same thing. You're learning from your failures. You're learning from your mistakes. You got to embrace them. You got to own them, whether it's your fault or not. It is what it is. Life happens, and then you move forward and you try to get better from them. The only problem that we have is when we don't get better from them, when we don't improve. That's the problem. When the scarring is still there, because we all have scars, it's like, are you going to, get better because of it, or are you going to get worse, stay the same, get sour, salty, and not improve? And then that individual or individuals or that thing that cut you deep turns you into an individual that you weren't, and now you're this other salty individual that you shouldn't be. So just be mindful of that. Again, we all deal with it. We all got to go through it at some point or another. You're going to get them. But what do you do when you get them? heal them up, go through the process. It sucks. No one wants to be hurt. No one wants to be backstabbed. No one wants to be done dirty, however, whatever the case may be. No one wants to be cut, you know, bit, whatever. No one wants to get kicked in the face and have scars on their face that they got to live with forever. But it is what it is. You know, cauliflower ear is never going away. It's all good. I accept it. It's the way I look. Got one good ear, one bad one. You know, people talk about it all the time when they see me. Hey, you do jiu-jitsu? Yeah, wrestling, whatever. It's all good. So anyways, that's you today. You're going through some things today. People scarred you. You're hurt physically, emotionally. Get those those wounds healed up. Keep your mind in the right place. Still treat people good and have a good heart. And keep moving forward, okay? Don't go backwards, all right? Don't be like the individuals that hurt you. And, you know, just try to get better from them. Like I said, I walk around through the academy all the time with a lot of things that hurt me. There's pictures. Before I go, I got some posters on my wall as you walk through the academy. And they're pictures of team pictures with our team trophies that we've won at some tournaments. Now, I have other team pictures, more recent ones, but I haven't put them up because those individuals that are in those pictures, most of them are the ones that either turned their back on me or you know, went out there and talked about me, lied and made up stories or whatever the case may be. I leave them on the wall for a reason. I see them. I could easily be like, oh, I hate you. Throw it away and get rid of it. They're up there. And there's quite a few individuals in those posters. But it's all good because I'm still winning. I'm still here. I'm still making my things happen. ALVAREZ'S Jiu-Jitsu is still in play. We're doing good. So it's all good. But I leave them on the wall for a reason. Those individuals need to stay there so I can see them, so I can be reminded of what happened. So I try not to let that happen again. All right? So hope that helps today. Have a great day, great weekend, and we'll catch you on the next one.